Joining us from his home in Holland, Michigan is Redskins quarterback Kirk Cousins. Kirk, joining us via Skype. Thanks for joining us here on Post Sports Live.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
Describe how you settled on the title Game Changer for the name of your book.
Yeah, we were having a hard time as to what to title it, and we felt like the book was really about the principles in my life that helped guide me both on the football field and off the football field, and we felt like they were game-changing principles in my life. Much like you have a game-changing player or a game-changing moment in sports, you have these life principles that guide you that make all the difference. And so I figured, why not game changer, but make it also very clear in the beginning of the book that the title Game Changer is not about me. It's more about the principles that have guided me.
What is it like to be the backup for one of the most popular, not just quarterbacks in the NFL, but athletes in the world?
Well, as a result of being his backup, a lot of times you enter the discussion just because Robert is receiving so much attention that a lot of that attention then falls on the people around him. I get a front row seat to watch, like you said, one of the best athletes in the world go to work every day. So it's fun for me to see that, to be that close to a guy who is that electric, that charismatic. And while I'm here as a backup, I can learn a lot from Robert. I can learn a lot from what it means to be a starting quarterback in this league, to handle a lot of pressure, which Robert certainly has placed on him, and he certainly does a great job of handling it well.
What team in the NFC East would you say is the biggest threat to the Redskins to knock you off the perch of NFC East champions?
It is hard to say any one team has a better chance than another. I mean, when you look at them, just go down the list. I mean, the Giants have one of the best quarterbacks to ever play, a two-time Super Bowl winner in Eli Manning, and they have one of the best pass rushers in the NFL, some of the best D linemen, and they're all on the same team, and one of the best coaches. So if you look at that team, you say, well, they're pretty tough. And then you look at the Eagles, and you don't really know what you're going to expect there with a brand new coach, but they have one of the most electrifying quarterbacks in the NFL, and have a lot of talent on defense. So that's something it's hard to really expect or measure because it's all new there. And then down in Dallas, you have again a quarterback who's one of the better ones in the league, one of the most talented teams in the league. They've had some of the best drafts through the past few years, and with a new coordinator on defense, you don't really know what to expect. But all these teams, as you list off names of the players in the roster, are extremely talented. So the question is going to be who comes together and has the best team, where the sum is greater than the parts, and hopefully at the end of the day, that's the Redskins.
Kirk, other than quarterback, what one position on the offense is the most important to success for the Redskins this year?
That's a great question. It's tough to say because you'd love to just answer that everybody has an important role. I felt like last year, the reason, not the reason, but one of the main reasons we got on that 7-game win streak at the end of the season was because our wide receiver play really picked up. I think Alfred Morris was consistently running the ball well all year long. I think our offensive line was very consistent in the way they pass protected and the way they opened up holes for Alfred and Evan Royster last year. So I would say running back and offensive line play overall, between being 3-6 and then 7-0, was pretty consistent. And I thought the quarterback play of Robert was consistent as well. But I felt like when the wide receivers picked up their play, started running their routes a little sharper, started catching the ball a little more consistently, that was when our team took off and really our offense took off. So I would say the receiver play will always be a critical thing, and we'll tend to get the consistency from the O-line, the running backs, and as long as our receivers are playing at a high level, that's when our offense becomes very dangerous.
Well, again, the name of the book is Game Changer, and I personally enjoyed reading it. I look forward to when my kids grow up to be old enough to be able to read this book. I think there are a lot of great life lessons in there and things that you can learn way beyond the football field but apply to both football and life. So congratulations again on writing the book.
All right, thanks for having me on. Really appreciate it.
Kirk, good luck in training camp, and we'll hope to have you on sometime this season.